With the shootings of Tucson, Arizona fresh in our minds, the controversy over gun control is a heated debate in Washington, D.C. Currently, the President of the United States is pushing for more gun control in the wake of the shootings. And we as Americans are sitting back and allowing this to happen. Good afternoon. My name is Gunnery Sergeant Steve Cheatham, and today I will be talking to you about the controversy over gun control and what we need to do to be able to fix this problem in our country. In today's society, we as Americans make the assumption that our government is going to do everything in our best interest. Now, in a perfect world, that would be the case, but unfortunately, that is not the world that we live in. Today, we live in a world that is consumed by the media and the media that we use on a day-to-day basis, and we have become ignorant to the fact of our Second Amendment rights. According to the NRA, the National Rifle Association, the majority of Americans do not realize their Second Amendment rights, the right to bear arms. We must learn what our rights are to be able to move on into this country and to be able to go forward with what our forefathers had set forth for us. The right to be able to protect ourselves and the right for us to be ruling our own government. Land of the free, home of the brave. Ladies and gentlemen, these are words that we live by, but I don't think that we fully understand the significance of those words. Freedom is not free. Freedom is paid in full every single day by our local military and police forces who protect you and I 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Ladies and gentlemen, I would tell you it would be a shame for that same police officer who protects us to protect and serve when he clocks out at the end of the day, that he goes home unarmed, unable to protect his own family in case of an emergency. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not what our forefathers intended for us. Our forefathers had a vision for our country. Now, I realize that in 1775 things were a lot different, but the same thing applies today. Protect your family at all cost. Protect your government at all cost. Protect the flag that represents our great nation. Ladies and gentlemen, I propose to you not to think emotionally, but think cognitively on this decision, the right to bear arms. It is in the best interest for our nation as a whole. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about all the violence that happens in cities across this country every single day? Ladies and gentlemen, no one wants violence, but evil lurks when good people do nothing. We must have the right to protect ourselves at any given moment. What our government is trying to do right now is trying to remove those rights and allowing us to become vulnerable, not only in our communities, but as a nation. Now, I'm not trying to make you fearful of the fact that we may be invaded by some far-off country, but it is a possibility, and we cannot go on thinking that it is not. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a possibility, and it could happen as quickly as tomorrow. That means you must get involved. I visualize our nation becoming stronger than what it is already. Make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, we do live in the greatest country on the face of this planet. It was given to us by all of our predecessors that fought for our country and fought for the flag, the red, white, and blue. But I still have a vision that we become more involved in our communities, we become more involved in our government, and that we, you and I, are able to make those decisions, gun in hand, whatever it may be. But we must not lose that right. In closing, I'd like to leave you with a few words. Ladies and gentlemen, what we've discussed here today is very important, not only to me, but to everyone in this country. Like it or not, it is a fact. It is a fact, and it is our right as Americans. Ladies and gentlemen, we must not allow our government to slowly disarm the American public. We must stand together and defend our freedom and our right of the Second Amendment. Our forefathers established this amendment for a specific reason: to protect our homes, to protect our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, this decision should not be left up to just a few people in Washington, D.C. This decision needs to be made by you and I. We need to become involved, because if we don't, we will have lost everything that this country was founded on. Ladies and gentlemen, I know in my heart, after hearing what I told you today, that you will make the right choice. This concludes my speech on gun control. Once again, my name is Gunnery Sergeant Steve Cheatham, and it's been my privilege to be in this class for the last 13 weeks. Thank you to all the students within the class. You guys have been super helpful with all your positive comments. To the professor, thank you for all your support and guidance during this course. I look forward to applying all this information to my daily work activity and to pass it on to my Marines. Again, thank you, and Semper Fidelis.